So, one of the things that I have been accumulating is the art book. Art book is something I started to buy because art book itself is sometimes at the Barnes Noble, the very very expensive art book like a $50, $100 book, it become like a discount prices, and it's about $50 to less than like $20, less than $10 sometimes. So over the years, I established my own favorite artist, mostly Western artist, European artist, and so I buy them. And also, I remember when I visited like Europe when I was younger. Mainly, I toured the art museums in the city like Florence, Italy, Venice, Italy, Rome, Italy, Paris, France, the museum in Belgium, and some of the miscellaneous art museums in Paris, for example. It's very, very interesting. Very, for art lovers, art aficionado, it's a nice place to visit there. So you remember those things, and right after you visit the art museums, you buy books of the particular museums, and I accumulated also some of the museums book in the U.S., like Chicago Institute of Arts, Detroit Institute of Arts, Metropolitan Museums, in North Carolina, there's Brandon. Oh, I forgot that there's lots of small museum, like Andrew Wyeth painting was kept, and Brandywine Museum or something like that, and Seattle, San Francisco, those big cities, the Minneapolis. I visited Boston, Boston Art Museum is a very very prestigious museum there. So I have those books. Sometimes it's like a brochure type of smaller books, but other time it's like a big, thick, very expensive looking book. And also, if you go to the thrift store, you find those books because people kept those books for a long time, and then they decided to give away to the donation. So I found lots of good books there too. So gosh, I became to be a little bit of like a being fixed with like a special artist like David. David is the French artist during the French Revolution. He made a painting of Napoleon. The big scale painting, Napoleon crowning himself, and one of the things that by David I really like is the Oath of Horati. This is, I think, it's based on the Greek mythology or philosophy or story of Horati's son, like three sons he has, and he has to, they have to kind of make an oath to his father, and that's a fantastic painting. And also he had like a death of Socrates. That's also kind of a fantastic painting. And David, I really remember that when I saw the movie, French film called Danton. Danton, played by Gerard Depardieu, and fantastically, by the way. This particular movie is also fantastic, but it's about this post-French Revolutions era, where all these people, had a power to control the now defunct, kingdom of France or whatever, Louis XVI, I think, and Marie Antoinette, all guillotined. After that, though, Robespierre, all these people came to power, and Danton is one of those people who were witnessing all these things. But amongst Danton's, I think I don't remember the name of the group, but I think new, young, I think intellectual who are trying to make the France government better. And one of them, member, is the David. And David in this movie depicted there, and I was so pleased to see him in that movie because he was depicted as witnessing all these, the chaotic events after French Revolution, 1789 to 1795 or something like that, around that time, and beautifully depicted that particular era. So I kind of, wow, I have to find out more of this guy, and he has this painting called Death of Marat. Marat is the, I think he was also, he was in a French Revolution era person who was killed by this woman, young woman named Charlotte Corday, when he was taking a bath. He had this skin condition that erupting in his face, and he has to use a special medicine to soak himself into the bathtub to heal those things in his face. But he was pretty much killed by this young woman who came to the bathtub, and when he was bathing, he killed. And so David depicted this particular painting. That's kind of haunted me, and so I went all the way to see that particular painting in Belgium, Brussels, I think. There's one museum there, and so I saw that. It's like a small painting. It's not a big painting, but yeah, that particular memory was very, very strong. So yeah, all this art memory, David started, and more. I think that type of very precise. I think that particular era, I think they are going back to the Greek philosophy, a Greek way of depicting the beauty, which is, the people are very much well balanced, beautiful bodies and everything, and so that's a neoclassical art there. It's called neoclassical because it's all going back to the Greek era, 400 BC. So by doing so, I became very fond of lots of artists around that time. And so I went to the Louvre Museum, and I saw this huge painting of Oath of Holati and coronations of Napoleon to himself. And so I was, I kind of struck by awe about this spectacular big scale painting. And he painted like a big scale painting like that. And he also his life story, very, very interesting. So, yeah, I think right after I went to the Orsay Museum, Musée d'Orsay, and I saw lots of impressionists like Renoir, Claude Monet, Pissarro, Sisley, all these things. I thought I was like a trash, and compared to the very, very controlled style of art painting by those neoclassicists. Going to this museum, which keep mostly modern painting after 19th century, I think, especially the Impressionism. I thought I was like a trash. Now, of course, I had liked all along in my life the Impressionism painting, Monet's and Renoir, Sisley, Pissarro, beautiful, beautiful painting. But when I saw it, compared to those paintings of David at the Louvre Museum, that was like, wow, what trash they are doing, what. I think that was exactly the people who was first introduced by the Impressionist painting around that time felt. They thought that wasn't art, that was like a trash. And I felt the same way when I saw that. But of course, that's not true. And I really, really appreciate today that how beautiful they are and how intelligent to make the kind of painting. Yeah, so art, I think in my mind, it's I think that's coming from, Japanese education when I was growing up in Japan. I think they have a very nice art education. The elementary school, the junior high school, they teaches you. They have a textbook on art, and they depict all those famous paintings in there. And so that's how the most, common Japanese people who went through like a junior high school, the elementary school, junior high school in some level, went through that as like a pretty much like education for more or less like art and music. And Metropolitan Museum, New York City, fantastic museum. Boston Fine Arts Museum, fantastic. And Chicago Art Institute, fantastic. And those things are there. And yeah, I think there's just some pleasure just loving those arts. And no doubt, lifetime, I think if you find that pleasure, your life is much, much richer. So I really feel that's important. So over the years, I accumulated all the books. Now I'm facing that I have to do Danshari. I have to tidy up and start to donate those books, or sell, or just trashed or whatever. And that makes me so sad. And I have a luxury of carrying all this stuff in my possession, I would do that. That's very, very important, very, very valuable to me. And, but how those things play out with this attitude of Danshari, and that's what I like to know, how I'm going to do it. And slowly I'm throwing away the CDs and books, and these art books I have to throw more and more, because art books usually are very heavy, very big. So yeah, I think that's another thing that, yeah, Danshari's philosophy doesn't go with appreciation of art, music, books, and I think when you get older, of course, you're going to appreciate more and more those things. But in essence, those who wrote the books, Danshari recommend that you throw them away. So, yeah. Okay, bye.